Hello, comic book junkies. It's the Frog Queen here, and welcome to another episode, very late episode of what I'm currently reading: comics and manga, just to be sure. So I know I've been away for a little while. I needed a break from YouTube. I needed a break from videos and video editing. And I've been focusing on live streaming on Twitch. That doesn't mean I haven't been reading lots and lots of comics, because I have. So I thought I'd just talk about a little bit of what I was reading. First off, the stuff that I don't have right beside me, the stuff that I've been reading lots of, is Mirka and Dolfo. Mercy just wrapped up recently. Mercy was on a great series by her, and it's like demons, kind of vampirism, but not quite vampirism, and old-timey. It's Victorian, actually. I really love Mirka because I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I love her illustrations. Is so beautiful. As you know, she's responsible for one of my favorite series from Image called Unnatural, with the anthropomorphic pig wolf love story, kind of love story, kind of not a love story. Anyway, and Mercy is completely different story. And there's going to be a second part coming in 2021 called Merciless. So I'm very excited for that. I also, in my absence, have started writing again on my blog, thefrogqueen.com, and I wrote a little bit about Mirka's upcoming new series called Sweet Paprika, which I'm very excited about. You can check that out, again, frogqueen.com. I just wrote about it today. I'm very excited for that series as well. And my dishwasher's making weird sounds. It's an imperfect world. Anyway, things I'm super psyched about today came out. Sweet Tooth, The Return. Super excited. The only thing I'm going to say about this, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone, is immediately when you open it up, the first thing you see, 300 years later. That's the only spoiler, and it's the first page, so I feel like that's fair. It's fair games. Page 1. Oh my gosh. So Sweet Tooth I read Sweet Tooth before I met my husband, which was over 8 years ago. So somewhere close to a decade ago. I loved Sweet Tooth so much. One of my favorite series by Jeff Lemire, and I'm sure a bunch of people will agree with me there. It was a very long-running book. I believe there are 6 trades of story, and it's unbelievable that we are coming back. It's slated for 6 issues, actually a 6-issue miniseries, and hopefully many more, because I will read this forever. If it continues forever, I will read it forever. It's kind of like Constantine Hellblazer for me. I read Hellblazer for years. I'm still reading Hellblazer, and that's what I'm going to talk about next. Anyways, get Sweet Tooth, and if you haven't read the original series, read it first, because it does apply to this. Oh, that's kind of another spoiler, isn't it? Yeah. Hellblazer. Brings me to Hellblazer. I am really in love with Simon Spurrier's writing. It does feel like a really good callback to the original series, which I love so dearly, which many of us love so dearly. And it does feel like more along the lines of some of the stuff from the really good books. The really good books. My favorite books from the series. So, there's a lot of really good narration, storytelling over top of actual dialogue between characters and stuff like that, which makes it feel a little bit early Neil Gaiman, I guess, or Delaney, maybe. Just pulling some things out of my brain. I'm like, go look over at the Hellblazer shelf. Top row of one of my bookcases is just all Hellblazer. But yeah, anyway, coming back to this, where was I? So there's a lot of obviously politics woven in through the current story. This one just came out today. The current story is called... Oh, where is it? I can't even remember now. I just read it. The Sceptered Isle. So this one's got lots of British politics. And even the last story arc too had some scathing things to say about one specific duke, which if you follow any of the like British monarchy, it's not inaccurate. Anyway, really, really good writing, really good stories. John is like the original John in my opinion. John is like the John that I love version of John. Let's not talk about the New 52 or any of that nonsense. We won't go there. So this is an excellent time to jump on to Hellblazer because the stories are pretty self-contained. They're like two-parters for the most part, like 2 issues stories, which is kind of like how the original Hellblazer was going for years and years. But the good part is that there is an overarching story throughout all of them. So you can stay on for that, but you can kind of jump in and get like a good story in 2 issues, regardless of the overall bits. Anyway, what else am I reading? John Carpenter's sorry, I'm saying Constantine. Oh my God, John Carpenter's Tales of Science Fiction. This is good. So this is version 2, and this is an 8-issue miniseries. I was always a huge fan of The Thing, and some other, really old school John Carpenter stories. And this is science fiction, of course, so it's kind of going in that vein. But there's some more political stuff in this too. It's not just horror and gore, which is kind of interesting. And it does have like a Ridley Scott feel in the original Alien sense where, it's corporations and they're doing things and technology and suspect. Whatever. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. The artwork it's gotten more interesting for me. At first, I didn't really like the artwork. Like, it's grown on me. But it's not bad. Written by Mike Sizemore. So I'm just kind of getting into this one. I am behind. I've only read the first 2 issues, so this is issue 5. I've been kind of doing this thing where I bulk read things lately because my brain fog is so bad. So it's just easier for me to really get absorbed into a story when I read like 2-3 issues at once and not 1 issue a month. Just a thing that I'm doing now. Anyway, let's move on. Wait, I totally forgot. Another Hellblazer came out today. The Rise and Fall, which I think I already talked about my last episode. That was, I think, the last time Rise and Fall came out, which was a few months ago, because I think I'm 2 months behind in videos, because, took a little break. So I haven't read this one yet. I just got it today, like 2 hours ago, and I'm very, very excited. Now, there was some big confusion, which I talked about in my last video with this Lucifer character looking like the devil. And if you know anything about Hellblazer, the devil and Lucifer are 2 different people in the series. They're not the same. So this is a very, very confusing issue that I hope will be cleared up here. That being said, it probably denotes its own video. And that brings me down to just some other fun stuff that I picked up this month on the cheap. I got Beastars Volume 8. Beastars Volume 9 comes out this month. So hopefully I'm going to be able to get that. So I haven't dove into this one yet. I've been kind of saving it, honestly. I'm like, I'm probably going to read it any day now. But I was like, when it arrived, which wasn't that long ago, I was like, I don't know. But I'm going to have to, because I'm going to want to read or want to watch the anime, which comes out really soon too on Netflix, the season 2 of the anime. So, Beastars is so good. And basically, the season 2 is going to be pretty insane. It's a lot more politically driven. I feel like I need a whole separate video to talk about Beastars. Anyway. It's going to be good. It's going to be amazing. And something else I just got, which I haven't even, and I know this has been out for a while, but I haven't really dove in to the Hill House, Joe Hill DC series, which is all the horror and stuff, which other people are very familiar with, but I've not really like gone there. I did pick up this because it's Peter Gross and Mike Carey, and I love them as a duo. I've, Unwritten, of course, such a fantastic series, and they've done other things together, and of course, Lucifer. Talking about Hellblazer, Lucifer, of course, my favorite series, the original Lucifer line. I'm sorry, not to be confused with the new one from the Sandman universe. The original Lucifer series was written by Mike Carey. I think Mike actually wrote like a few guest star ones on the new one, did he not? I might be wrong about that. I can't remember. Anyway, The Dollhouse, I kind of had to. I'm excited to check this one out. I've interviewed Mike Carey in the past, and I'd love to talk to him again. He's such a fantastic dude. So anyway, very, very excited to read this. But please, let me know what you are reading. I'm so sorry for the very long absence. I have been streaming a few days a week for a few hours a day on Twitch. So you can check me out at twitch.tv/thefrogqueen. That's if you like gaming. If you don't worry about it. But I'd always love to have you on. And if you want to talk comics there too while I'm gaming, that's cool too. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please be sure to check out the blog regularly, as I am updating it daily now. And that's it for me, I think. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope everybody's been well. Share in the comments below what you've been reading. And until next time, read something good. Bye.